Okay, hello YouTube. Today I'm going to fit an outside tap, outside faucet. I'm not sure what you call it in the States, but anyway, this is an outside tap. This is a little kit, a valve, lever valve, and a piece of pipe with a bracket soldered onto it, like this. This piece of pipe is 14 inches long. It means I don't have to make any connections in the wall. This can go straight into the wall. This can screw into it, like such. Right, and that goes through the wall. I make the connection on the inside of the wall. This is 14 inches long. My wall is about 12 inches, you know, from outside leaf to outside leaf, inside leaf rather, outside to inside is 12 inches. 4-inch block, cinder block, 4-inch concrete block, space with insulation in it, and then a 4-inch block on the inside, giving it about 12 inches, you know, plus plaster and render. That leaves me plenty of pipe inside. So this is what's going on the wall now. So, I'm going to make sure your drill bit is bigger than your pipe, so just slide straight through. That's 1/2-inch pipe. This is 3/4 inch bit, and this is an old Makita drill I have, battery drill, 18 volts. So very good. I don't need power here, and in we go. I'll speed this bit up. Okay. 118 volt Makita drill versus 1 cinder block or concrete block wall. No issues. Okay, so this is how this works now. This goes through here, gets fixed, and that's it. Okay, so I'm going to put some screws in this and mount it to the wall. So that's the unit, about 14 inches long. I make a connection on the inside to this, and this gets fixed to the wall, this bracket, this plate. So I'm just going to mark it off now, and then I'm going to take it out of the way and drill it. So about there. Right, so I have 3 marks on the wall. One is fairly close to that hole. Okay, so this is how we approach that. I need a 7mm bit. These are SDS bits. Now, it's the big fella. 7mm, same charge, Makita. So these are the screws I'm putting in. So these are quite big, but not that long. You know, I don't know, maybe they're 10 by inch and a bit, and these are 7mm plugs. So it's going to be a snug fit in there. It's not going to want to fall off the wall anyway. So I've shown this before. If you can't get it started exactly where you want it, it's possible to go in at a bit of an angle and steer the bit to where you need it. Once you get over where you've centered, you know, where your red mark is, or where you've centered where you need your hole, then in you go. Now that's obviously, I'm into here on the bit, you know, that's what I'm looking to get. And that's it. The screw's going to go into that now and tighten in a minute. So as I said, you can go in at an angle, get a bit of a dent, you know, made in the render, and then square up your bit, you know, so you don't continue in at an angle. Now these SDS bits, these impact bits, are drills. Make short work of this. If you've an old ratchet type, they can take a while to get through. So I'm deliberately going up at an angle so that I'm travelling away from the hole. If I don't, I'll probably break into that. So. Alright, in practice we'll see how that works out. So we need 2 more plugs. 7mm. Brand plugs are generally 7 or 8mm, depending on the manufacturer. So, there's our 14 inches of pipe through the wall, and we'll get these started. One. Second one. There you go. That's as solid as you like. Now there's a bit of a trick to putting the tap in, or the faucet. Okay, this is a 1/4 turn tap. If I screw it in, obviously it would leak, so it's going to need PTFE tape, that white tape. It's about 4 turns to rotate this in, but that's the angle I end up with. I can't straighten it. So I've got to, I've got to be tight when I get to here, otherwise the tap's going to look terrible and not function too good. Okay, so there's 2 ways of doing this. Well, maybe there's more. You can put paste on it as well, I suppose. So here's one way. This is PTFE tape, Teflon tape. And you wind it up, just hold it, and then wind it as though it's winding in the direction of the thread. So if you were tightening it in this way, it's going to wind it on. Right, and just put, a good bit on. And what I do is I fell the threads by making it do this up near the base. Don't fell the start threads or you won't get it on. Okay, that's one way, and that's not how I'm going to do it today. Similar though. So this is Boss White. I don't know why they call it that. They've been calling it that for years, but it's a putty based linseed oil in it, and we use it with this stuff. This is flax or hemp. This stuff grows. I don't know if it's related to the other stuff, but in any case, here we go. Again, it has to wind in the direction of the thread. To get started into the thread, don't lump it into the threads. In the thread so you can still see some thread. Tease it out, and then build it up. Now I want this thing to fall in the threads before it gets to, the final position so that it's locked in. Okay, so I'm putting, more on than I would need, but as I say, I want it to lock in position. Right, so once that's on, this is the Boss White, Uni White. That's just a brand name here in this country in England. Okay, plenty of it on. I'll wipe off the excess. Make sure the opening isn't fouled. Make sure you start it on the right thread. Now before I come to the end of the thread I have to be in the right position, but already it's quite tight. One more turn will do it. So when it comes up to 90 degrees this time, perpendicular off the ground. Okay. One outside tap. Now I'm going to show the connections on the inside. Okay, so we're at the second stage now. The outside tap has been fitted and we're inside, we're indoors. So we want to make the connection. Now as I said before, this pipe was 14 inches long. I didn't adjust it. I came through the wall with a smaller bit just to avoid the blowout. There are going to be kitchen cupboards here with a 3-inch false back on them. So, you know, so long as I stay within the 3 inches, no issues. Can you see it? Okay, I want to connect this pipe to the pipe on the inside. Okay, these are plastic PEX pipes, and I'm going to be using push fittings. These are plastic fittings as well. They've got a steel grab ring in them, stainless steel, and a rubber O-ring. Now the issue with these things is that they have to be on pipe that is free from burrs, scratches, whatever. So this is the pipe I'm going to use to make up the difference between the two, and I'm going to show how I do it. Okay, so this is an insert, just strengthens up the inside of the pipe, and I'm just going to push that in. Okay, that's it. There's an elbow going on one end, this thing, and it pushes on. So if you're unsure of these fittings, okay, when that's in, it's going to go to about there. You know, so if I get next or near that ring, that red mark on it, it means that I'm in past the O-ring. The O-ring is about here. Inside and that, it's about there. So if I go in beyond that, we've passed the rubber seal, and I'm okay. So here we go. So slight twist as it goes in, and that's it. And that's it. It's home all the way now. Okay, so there's the rest of my mark here, and that's good. It's going to go onto this, but it's sticking out too far, so I need to cut it. This is just a pipe slice. You know, it's got a cutter ring inside. It's got 2 rollers and a cutting wheel on the inside. I'm not sure what you can see, but this is what I'm going to use. So I'm just going to size it up, and from experience I know that it's about there. You can measure it, and that just simply goes around in circles until the piece falls off. So maybe I can show that better. Okay, and there you go. So this is just going to literally push onto that. And that's it, connection is made. Now what I have to do is a little bit trickier. Okay. So this one is my cold and this one my hot. This one has a stop end on it. And I need, for the pipe that comes up here, I need for there to be no... This is an adjustable spanner, an old one. I'm just going to put it around the pipe and close it so that it's a snug fit. And then it catches this guy. So on this particular type of fitting, when that pushes in, it releases the grab ring. So when I put the spanner on the pipe, I'm pushing the green plastic into here, and that releases the fitting. So I need let's give it a clean piece of pipe. So that's chopped. This is barrier pipe. It's got a layer between the outer plastic and the inner plastic. So there's my insert. Show that insert going in. Just slide it into the pipe. And I have another fitting. This is a straight coupling. Okay, straight through fitting. And again, just for viewers, I need that to go to about here. Okay? And if it does that, it means I've gone by the O-ring. So, say here, and that's it, we're on. Same again, the pipe needs to go in roughly just short of the middle, which is there. So I'm going to chop that pipe at that position. When you're cutting, a little bit of a turn, doesn't hurt it. You know, rather than kind of clamping the pipe before it gets moving, just rotate it a little. Right, insert into this one as well. And now I simply want to connect these two. Right, so again, I would do this, wouldn't necessarily do this as I'm going, but just for the video. Okay, that fitting needs to go near enough there to be in. And that's it. It's in past the O-ring. Okay, so this is the first time this tap is being tested. And that's a good sound. That's the air that's in the pipe because it was never filled before. And there you go. One outside tap for garden hoses, etc. Perfect. Okay, YouTube, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video. Bye for now.